actively listening. Do we have that reaction? Hello? All right. Okay, okay. Thank you. All right. So, from the session that we had now that talked about how products are built from the scratch, from ideation to how they are scaled in market. So, I'll be talking about how impactful products, still in line with the topic, how products are built, but from a product management perspective. The speaker, the Mr. Dami is a product designer and a front end developer. So, I'll be speaking from a product management perspective. So, in this case, when we are talking about products, there are different kinds of products. We have physical, digital. In this context, we are referring to digital products. And so the question we ask ourselves is why do products fail? Like common mistakes. I'm sure you have seen instances of a product that was in the market at some point, and at some point you stop hearing about this product. I would not mention names of products, right? But I know if you think about this deeply, you would remember one or two products that was in the market, was solving users' problem, and at some point it just stopped. People stopped talking about it. So the point there is not all ideas are valuable. That's the truth. You can have a great idea, but are people willing, like people willing to pay? Do they see value in it? If you don't see value in anything, I don't think there is any reason why you would want to drop your money, because it is not easy to make money, right? And you want to get value. If you are consuming an item, maybe you are taking shawarma, for example. Let's say you are consuming shawarma. You know you are getting value because your taste bud would feel the shawarma that you are eating. So you know that okay, when I give them this amount of money, I am getting shawarma, I can satisfy my taste bud. But if you are paying for shawarma and maybe you're just getting um nothing, I mean you are not getting anything, or maybe the shawarma you got is not to your taste, you just feel like why did I even buy it? I'm not coming back next time. So also in digital product development, like mobile apps, web app, there are some solutions that do not translate to market need. The market don't need it. Users do not need this solution. Maybe there is a problem, right? But it's a problem so big that they want to solve it. If it's something they can do with, that cannot affect their day-to-day life activity, they might not see any reason why they should pay to for your solution to solve that problem. And also, as a tech person, maybe in the tech space, it's you can have a design, you can have a solution that has a great interface, it's beautiful, you blended the theme, the color. If you have designers, I mean, aside from Dami the speaker, if you have designer, graphic designer and the core, you can have a fancy design, but users don't really care about how beautiful your product is. They can only admire it. But would they pay for it? And sometimes you can find yourself, oh, we are building, and you find out that you have been building for months, but okay, yeah, you have launched. What next? Nothing, no money, nothing to. I mean, you're not generating anything from there, and that's one of the common problems that you have in product space, product development. Sorry, trying to move my slide. So these are one of the common problems you have with products, and that is like that you can try to like link up with why product fail. It's not the design. Sometimes you have great design, you might have great idea, great solution, but it is not desirable by your customers. So from a product perspective, I would try to like define product development and product management. The act of developing product, digital product, is moving a raw material. Like if you are defining product general, let's say physical product, like you want to produce let's say you want to produce EBA, and it's something that is very simple that we can relate to. You are going to move your raw material, which is Gary, to the finished product, which is ever. Like you are translating it from one phase, and that phase when it is gari, it is you cannot eat it with your desired soup. You can only have it on your plate, maybe drink it as well. But you're able to like move it from that point to the next point, and now it solves your problem at that point because now you can take it with your desired soup. So in digital product development, you are translating concepts. Oh, I have an idea in my mind. I need to translate it into a solution. Okay, this is how the solution should look like. Then you start to design, you start to code, you start to test. That's when you bring in your development team, your designer, your software front end or full stack, your QA to test. Then you launch the product. While in product management, you define priorities and strategy. When you want to execute products, like execute a product development, you need to have a strategy like, okay, this is in line with what we are going to do. This is not in line with what you are doing. So what you are saying is, if you have a product strategy, it's just like saying, oh, I have a defined criteria for how my product should be. So in that process of managing the product, you have priorities. When you have people coming up with some requests, or maybe you are, let's say you are building a product in a fintech space, and some people are coming up with some requests, and you feel like, oh, this is tilting towards e-commerce. This is not part of our priorities. This does not align with our product strategy. So we are able to knock it off like, no, this is not part of it. And we have the product roadmap. So as a product manager, you are responsible for managing your product roadmap. Product roadmap simply refers to the map that is that is linked with your product, that defines how you want certain features or iterations to be done on that particular product. So it could be maybe month one. There's always a timeline. Maybe month one, we want to build one feature that allows users to log in to set up their accounts. Maybe month two, we want to build a feature that allows a user to fund their wallet and maybe link it up with this payment gateway, Flutter Wave, something like that. Then maybe month three, maybe we want users to be able to refer their friends. So that's like a product roadmap. Like, okay, for this timeline, these are the things we want to build on our product. Then we can't talk about product development and management without emphasizing validating your value and impact. You can have a great solution, right? You can have a fantastic idea. When I say fantastic, like wow, but if it doesn't meet your user need, you might just need to put that aside and ensure it solves the right problem. Does it fit what the users want? Is it a market fit product? Has it gained market fit? Have you been able to gain traction? And also coordinating stakeholders. So all of this encompasses the responsibilities of product management. So briefly on product life cycle: discovery, ideation, development, launch, and iteration. So while I know Dami has taken a deep dive into what all of these processes are, I'll just be running through it. The first thing is to discover. Before you build something, before you say, oh, this idea, I want to bring it to life. Before you even got to that point, you would have to discover, like, okay, you can just be sitting down, you can just be like maybe scrolling through the social media, scrolling through your social media, or maybe just observing scenarios, situations around you in your environment, and you discover that, oh, this is a problem. I need to solve it. Then you start coming up with ideas. Okay, how would this idea look like? What is the solution going to look like? Then you can start brainstorming with maybe friends, like just trying to get input from them. Maybe the solution you're trying to build is in fintech space, and you need more insight from your friends or from people in fintech space. You start ideating. Then after that, you start developing. You bring in your engineers. Okay, let's start with the back end, with the front end. Then you launch. And after launch, you bring this product to the public. Hello, users, we have come up with this solution. And you start monitoring their interaction with this product. From there, the data you get from their interaction, you're able to iterate on the product and say, okay, these are the things they are requesting for. I think we can make this optimization or adjustment or improvement on the product. So, like for example, now when Chowdeck came to limelight, Chowdeck, a food delivery platform that helps users to deliver products. I think around 2020, yeah, that was when the idea was conceived by Femi Aluko, and eventually they started the product. I mean, they started and they launched the product, and so over time you see people interacting. Oh, I love child deck, yeah, child deck, left and right. But there are certain optimizations to be made. So they created something like, um, sorry, this session looks like, hello,
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll create another link for people to
okay,
join. Yeah.
all right. So they created some like a poll on Twitter at some point. Oh, what are the things you like to see on child deck, this and that, just something to get engagement from users, and people drop comments. Some people, users have so many needs. Some can say, oh, I want my grandma in village to be able to use child deck to send this, to send that. But from all of this feedback, they are able to bring it to the table, prioritize it ruthlessly. We see the one that aligns with their product strategy, with their long-term goal, with their roadmap, and that informs their iteration, like the next step of optimizing the product. So, still focusing on developing or building a product that drives impact. These charts represent impact of certain features against the efforts. Yes. So, what we have here is the effort, what we have here is the impact. So, looking at these charts now, we have some bubble icons at different location. We can see this one is under 2, linked with 7 on the y-axis. We can see this is under 3, linked with connecting with the with 9 under the impact axis. So what this chart simply means is we have impact of these features. Let's say you are trying to build maybe an improvement on, let me use child deck. You are trying to build an improvement. Let's okay, continue from my story that, oh, I want to be able to refer my friends. I want to know how much, I want to see history of my activities on the app, see the number of times I order this month so that I can track where my money is going to. We now have like, let's say we have like 7 features. So from that 7 features, we are now thinking which one would have the highest impact. Let us build something that we can get impact from immediately. So we are able to plot, we start plotting this graph. Meanwhile, before we get this value of, oh, which one is has 3 impact, which one has 6 efforts, we are able to get feedback. From that feedback we have gotten, we discuss with the engineers. The engineers say that, oh, before you can build a referral system on the app, it will take us like maybe 2 months. Then from your calculation, you say, oh, that would be a lot of effort. Then that would be maybe under something like number 8. And if we analyze our user feedback again, we realize that, oh, 90% of our users says they want to be able to refer. Maybe the other features, the other requests, they had maybe like 30, 40, but the highest request that they had was referral. You now realize that, wow, this will have so much impact on our users. Wow, that would be a lot. You now compare it to the effort, you realize that, okay, this would not take so much effort. Then it will inform your decision that, okay, should we build this product now or should we build it later? Then from there, you're able to prioritize. So on this chart now, we have impact 9, effort 3. We have impacts maybe 8. Okay, sorry, we have impact 8, effort 5. I want someone to drop in the comment section, or I mean, everyone can participate in this. Which of these features do you think that has the highest impact, lowest effort? Should they focus on? Is it from 9 9 against 3? Is it 9 against 8? Is it 8 against 5? So if you can drop that in the comment section, I would really appreciate that. It shows that you understand what we are saying. Do you have any reaction? Hello?
Hi.
Do we have any reaction? Is there any? All right, I'll just go on. So continue from there, understanding the impact score, effort score. Like I explained earlier, the sources of this score is gotten from customer feedback, analytics, business goal. Are we improving intention, retention on this product, on this feature? Are we reducing churn? How does this align with business goal? So at the time Chade came up with this initiative, maybe their goal was to improve retention, improve the rate of returning customers, things like that. So if this was their retention goal, then definitely it will inform their prioritization. Then also at the time Childec just started, have you dropped the link to the new meeting in the chat?
Yes, yes. The meeting will end in 10 minutes, so
Okay,
we're
I'll
going to.
just be fast about it.
Okay.
So at the time Childec started, maybe they did not have a large engineering team. So they're able to say, oh, we have two front end, two back end. Which one are we going to prioritize? The one that takes lower effort and has higher impact is the one we should select. So the power of continuous improvement. You learn, you analyze your data, your feedback gotten from customer, just like what Childed did. They analyzed the feedback, they improved, they refined the product. After prioritizing the one that aligns with their business goal, their product strategy, they refined the product based on the insight and they tested. So they tested with a group of users that okay, how do they react with this new behavior, with this new initiative? How do they interact with it? What is their behavior? Then from there, you get feedback again, you analyze, and it continues like that. So it is an ongoing um, process. Like it is continuous. It doesn't stop. You keep iterating on your product because users need change. There are emerging technologies. Your competitors are doing a lot in the marketplace. So once you build, you launch. It doesn't end there. It continues. So the synergy between product managers, product management, and developer. A product manager will sit down, define the vision, strategy, and success metrics of the product, while the developer, front end, back end, would translate all of these product requirements into a functional solution, something that is usable by actual users. Then then the user feedback is what you get from user. So this collaboration is it's the synergies between PMs, developers, and users. So you get the feedback from users and you're able to analyze, and this informs what the developer will build and what the PM will prioritize. And then it continues like that. The iteration continues. So a brief example before this meeting ends, a brief example of what uh, impactful features and costly missteps could look like. Example one, a small feature, big impact. So this is
Sorry,
small
Pelumi.
UI.
Can we
Yes.
switch to the new meeting link?
Okay. Please can you drop it in the chat?
It's already in the chat.
Okay. So I have asked to join. Has every other person been able to join? We still have two other people or three that are yet to join. Mom, I'm meeting.
I mean, who is here to join? Fidelis and Selena. Kindly join the new meeting link.
Okay.
Okay, Pelumi, let's just continue.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry for that. I'll be wrapping up soon. Okay. So please, can you see my screen?
Yes, we
Okay. I
can.
think it's busy. So what I mentioned earlier about building a product that is not valuable to users, I'll be presenting this real example, like real life example. So a seemingly minor UI enhancement. This is like maybe adding something on the screen, one click recorder button. Once you click on it, you're able to record. And this is on an e-commerce platform, maybe something like Jumia, Temu, whatever it is. So it involves minimal development effort. Like it's very small. It's not going to take the engineers so much time to build, but it addressed a high frequency pain point for users. What it means is uh, at the time of maybe a user is interacting with Jumia. Let me use Jumia as the case study now. Jumia is users are interacting with Jumia, and maybe they bought a particular product maybe last month. Let's say my favorite body wash. So I want to reorder this product, and I don't want to go and start searching through the catalog of body wash or body mist, anything. I don't want to go through that stress. I just want to go click reorder, and it just adds it to my cart. Like I'm just saying, for example, like that is what the enhancement is all about. It's very small, like it just add it, pam, and before you know it, it just jumps. I don't know if you know that reaction. Boom, it just jumps and you find it in your cart. So it's very small for the engineers, but it's really helped the users because in product development, users are very lazy. That's just the truth. Users don't want stress. I don't want, and they don't want anything that will take so much time. Like, just make it easy for them. So it helped the users to like it addressed a frequent pain point, and it led to a 15% increase in repeated purchases. So because it is reorder, like I said, you had maybe previously ordered for that product and you don't want to stress yourself, you just click and you're able to purchase that product multiple times, like repeat purchases. And I was happy. I mean, as a user, you're happy that, oh, I have ordered for that product, no stress. Also, we have another category. We designed a beautiful mobile app with a cutting edge animation. If you know these animations that you have on when you're presenting PowerPoint slide, some comes in like it zooms out, like different designs. So it is sleek. The onboarding flow is so beautiful. Like if you have maybe an eye for design, you would appreciate the effort. Like this is I love it. But despite everything, all the reviews for the aesthetics, it did not gain traction because it did not solve a problem users did not actually perceive as critical. So let's say previously you had a smooth onboarding flow, and maybe you decide to like optimize your entire user onboarding flow, and just I mean it's just a way of rebranding yourself as a company. So let's say, for example, I use Optimus. I'll use something common. Let's say Piggyvest. Yes, Piggyvest as a fintech app. Let's say the onboarding process was, oh, click on this, click on that. You get value. You get to your dashboard. You're able to complete any action. But now they now design something that is very beautiful, aesthetically pleasing. Maybe they moved the buttons around, like okay, if your enter used to be here, your enter is now here. If your create used to be at the bottom, the create button is now at the middle. It's beautiful. I like it, but what's so special about it? Like, you did not users you are able to monitor users interaction with that behavior using an analytic tool, and you found out that they are not really using that feature. It could be onboarding, it could be anything at all, it could be anything, but they are not using it, and eventually you just sunset it. When I say sunset, like, you just take it down, like, this is not solving users needs, so you're taking it down. So it means that as a user or as a developer, as a product manager, you have built a product that the users did not need. That is what it means. And something like that would require so much effort from the developers to build. It will require effort from the designers to come up with. It will require a lot of testing, a lot of time has been consumed in this process. Eventually, they did not use it. So that is what it means to build a product that is not solving users' problem, and to build a product that has a great impact on users' needs. So what this is trying to say is always listen to your users. So moving on to the next slide. Yeah, my key takeaways for building great products. If you are a product designer, manager, developer, or anybody that is new in the tech space, prioritize problems before solution. Don't be in a haste to build out your solution, or to even think about your solution. First of all, understand the problem, understand the why, like that may emphasize, before diving into what should it look like. The first thing is why. Why are we building this thing? You might be surprised to know that that problem you are solving, there are other people that they have tried to solve that problem, but for some reason they just put it aside. But you came in like, oh, this is a new problem that I just discovered, I must solve it. You might need to find out why people are not doing, they are not building a solution. Why people are not even thinking in that direction. Like, let us solve this. So validate your assumptions early. Test your hypothesis with users. This helps you to prevent waste of time. Like, test, let them, just to be sure that, okay, this is actually something that is worth my effort, my energy, my time, my resources, and iterate. When you build, when you launch, it doesn't end there. Users need change, technology change, advancement comes in every day. Imagine how products were before the adventure of AI, and imagine how products are before the adventure of AI. You find out that all your search engines, let's say, I mean, picking up from Google Chrome, Edge, they all have AI embedded in it that helps to make your search easier and faster. And you have the option to get results from the AI embedded or just from the search engine itself. So imagine if Google had not thought about, or maybe Edge had not thought about integrating that. I mean, I know they use Copilot a lot. Imagine they had not talked about integrating that. It means that AI would have just put them aside, but they feel like, fine, users use AI, they use ChatGPT, they use Gemini, but let us bring something similar to Google. We still have some users that maybe they are not so conversant with AI. They'll come to search engines, like the traditional method of searching for information online, and they can also see on the platform that, oh, I can use AI to quickly get my results. And before you know it, it drives more users to your platform, right? Even though there is ChatGPT somewhere, you know that your users know that they can always get similar responses from the AI on your platform. So what that means is you don't stop. You continue to iterate, move with trend, move with industry. And also PMs and developers. A stronger collaboration between these would help to build impactful products in the tech space. So there is a need for collaboration with all stakeholders, with your development team. You'll be surprised to know that a simple problem that you are thinking about in a particular direction is going to, if you share this with someone else, your developer, your designer, or any other person, you'd be able to get insights from another direction, and you can all merge this together to come up with a beautiful solution. So what it means is always foster strong collaboration. And so the next step, it doesn't end here. You can research, read more about agile methodology. I know Dami talked about that. Prioritization, we have other prioritization frameworks, and also tools for success. if you are starting out in tech space, whether you're a product manager or developer or designer, at least you should be able to use this tool for documentation, for analytics, Figma and Jira. So basically, Figma for design prototyping for designers or graphic designers, Jira for everyone, then Notion for everyone, and analytics majorly for the product managers. But at some point, you find designers and developers maybe exploring the platform for insight and all of that. And if you'd like to read more about product management, development from speakers, from authors that have written books and are still actively writing in the tech space, you can read Inspired by Matty Kagan, Product Led Growth, and Build Better Products. So, yeah, that brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you did, please react in the, or no, you can, I mean, feel free to express yourself.
Amazing, amazing. That was a profound session. That was a profound session. Beautiful. In
Thank you.
closing out, Pelumi, can you help us drop in the comment section the the books you mentioned that uh,
Oh, sorry, I don't have the links to those books.
please help us type it
Sorry.
in the comment section so that we can pick that from there as well.
I don't have the links to
No,
the
I meant
books.
the name of the book and then the author.
Okay, okay, okay. All right.
Yes,
Um,
it will really help.
I'll just,
Thank you so
okay.
much for taking us through how products
Okay.
can be properly managed and launched in the marketplace. I really got value from your session. Thank you so much. It was so profound. At this point, we
Thank
would
you.
like to take questions. If you have any question, feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question. Or if you are very shy, you can drop your question in the comment section. Okay, beautiful, fantastic. So we have the suggested books to read. Inspired by Matty Kagan, Product Led Growth by Bush and Folog, Build Better Product by Laura Klein. So let's do well to outsource these resources. And if you want, you can join our WhatsApp community. I just dropped the link to our WhatsApp community on the comment section. Join the WhatsApp community so we can get the books across to you. And also, Justice, you asked for the link to the presentation, right? Um, I would say you should join the WhatsApp community so there we can push those resources across to you. So does anybody has any question from my either from my own session or from Balumi's session? Justice, do you have question? Emmanuel, do you have question? Selena, do you have question?
Um, I
Oh,
think the person I wanted to ask a question that time has dropped off.
okay. Did you
Yeah, I
did
think
you
yeah.
did you see did you were you able to see the question or
No, no, no. We said towards the end of the
towards the
session,
okay.
but um, I think he has left. I can't remember his name.
Okay, Justice, you're already in the community. Great, great, great. How about Emmanuel? Join the WhatsApp community so you can receive all the updates from us. The books, we're going to be sending the books into the WhatsApp community, and also um, the link to the presentation. We'll send it to the community. And so what we do in that community is basically help each other to rise. We send a lot of resources, a lot of materials. If you are new in the tech space or if you're already in the tech space, you're an IT professional, we send job updates, all right, that you can apply for from time to time so you can, keep on growing in your career. So do well to join the community. All right, so at this point, if there are no questions, I would like us to call it a wrap. And so before we call it a wrap out, my own parting word for you is let's keep building, let's keep ideating, let's keep dreaming big, and then let's keep getting ideas, and then let's grow together. Always make sure that you're always showing up in whatever you are doing. Make sure
Important.
you find yourself in a community, get yourself involved in what people are doing, so that we can all grow together. So that would be all from my side. Olumi, I don't know if you have any word to say to anyone as a parting word.
Um, all right. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Tech is broad. Keep learning. Keep following the trend. I mean, when I say following the trend, like staying updated on recent technology, on recent things that is happening in the tech space. So that way you're able to like be current, be updated, and continuously to build impactful products. And don't forget, always listen to your users. Be clear on what you need to build. And yeah, thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So on this note, we'd like to call it a wrap. Thank you, Falana Emmanuel. Thank you for joining. Justice, thank you for joining, and every other person who just left. Um, this is what we do. This is who we are. So I hope you got value from our session, and then we would like to keep in touch with you. So thank you for joining the webinar. Um, See you some other time. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.